What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Man, I am super excited for this topic. 3 essential principles that you can learn from losers. And for some of you who may not be big basketball fans, the Denver Nuggets, our team, I've been there for over 25 plus years, won their very first NBA championship. And unfortunately, I wasn't at the game. I'm here in Florida at an event, at a conference. And I said, I got to talk about these 3 essential principles that you can learn from losers. And the reason I say that, guys, grab you a pen and paper, definitely come back and take some notes on this. This will probably be one of my most watched, one of my most listened to videos, audios, depending on how you're checking it out right now. But I'm super excited to bring you the 3 essential principles that you can learn from losers. Attention entrepreneurs, welcome to Hustling Secrets. You're going to learn the hustling secrets of successful multimillionaires.
What a better way to learn is from none other than Mr. Rod Smith.
Rod Smith to the clip, and he makes the catch for the touchdown.
I'm proof that it works just by following the steps.
Inspiring entrepreneur and thought leader Rod Smith.
All right, guys, let's start with principle number 1 that you can learn from losers. And trust me, I'm no way, shape, or form calling the Denver Nuggets losers, because as the NBA champions, guys, I've watched them for my 25 plus years that I've lived in Denver, Colorado, rooted for them. As a matter of fact, the first 2 games, special moment for me and my grandsons at a NBA finals game with 3 rows from the court. And just that moment with my grandson was absolutely amazing. Any price, I would have paid it. But you, as an entrepreneur, as a person who's on this call, as an athlete, and you're looking for something, that's why you're on this particular video or this particular podcast, is you're looking for something, a nugget or 2 to help you get over the top with where you're going. And I'm going to go through those 3 principles. And the number 1 principle, guys, the first principle, not in any order, but the first principle you have to have, guys, is preparation. Preparation is the key. Preparation is the key to everything. You can ask anybody that's successful, they prepare more than other people. And when you think about it in terms of sports or business, guys, it's almost identical, because there's way more preparation that goes into, let's say, the game or into you selling a product or service. If you're in real estate, you spend a lot of time driving around, laying out the lay of the land and what houses you're going to go hit with your clients, all those types of things. Guys, this is not one scenario that I can't bring to you that preparation is probably not one of the first things. If nothing else, it is the most important thing in order for you to get that result that you wanted at the end of the day, okay? And so most successful people around the world, they prepare way more than they play. For us, we practice 4 or 5 days a week. We play for 3 hours, one time a week. We will play for 3 hours, but we prepared for 20, 30, 40, 50 hours a week just for those 3 hours to make sure that we can uncover any scenarios that may knock us off track or whatever. And I'm sitting here watching the Denver Nuggets prepare. I'm watching them over the last few years go through some ups and downs, and they just kept building a better and better team, going a little bit further in the playoffs. And this was the year that they broke through, and they're not that team that people can look at anymore. And they had some amazing players, some amazing stars. If you watched the game, if you didn't, you can go watch the game. But from a business standpoint or athlete standpoint, it's the same, guys. Preparation is the key. What books are you reading? What audios are you listening to? Who are you following? Who are you getting your information from? I'm at this conference right now, one of my coaches, and what he does is he teaches people how to have $1 million days. Most people shoot for $1 million in a year. Some people shoot for $1 million in a lifetime. He teaches us how to have $1 million days. And so I have a program as well, and that's what I'm doing. I'm working on, I'm not at the $1 million a day yet, but the 6 figures, we got some people that are doing some 6-figure days, but that's in a whole nother realm and different things like that. But I can tell you right now, guys, but if I didn't prepare myself for that, there's no way, for one, I could accomplish it, but 2, I couldn't teach anybody how to accomplish it. But preparation is huge, guys. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter, guys, if you're a musician. It doesn't matter if you, we spend so many hours in the lab, as I like to call it, preparing. Not preparing to prepare. No, you're preparing. You're putting a game plan together. You're putting the things in place that you know for a fact you're going to need. to get to that next level. So I can tell you right now, one of the biggest things, and make sure you're prepared, is you have to make sure you lay out the thing and you give yourself a chance to be successful. Give yourself a chance to be successful. I remember Coach Shanahan used to always say, leave no stone unturned. What does that mean? That means you look and do any and everything in your power to make sure you're prepared for the goal that you want to reach. We wanted to get to the Super Bowl. We did so many different things in order to make sure that we didn't fall short like we did the previous years. Okay, so guys, number one is preparation. You gotta have it, it's essential. And we'll move on to number two. The number two essential thing, guys, that you can learn from losers is this: perseverance. Perseverance, overcoming failure. Here's the thing, you're gonna fail, depending on what your definition of failure is, but you're not going to take every step and it's gonna be correct. All these years the Nuggets have been in the NBA, why is it just now that they're finally going to the top of the mountain, hoisting the trophy? Why, when we won the Super Bowl as the Broncos over 20 plus years ago, that was the first ever Super Bowl, and how did we get over the top, guys? Perseverance is going to come into play. This second principle, I can tell you right now, you got to have an attitude of never giving up. You can't give yourself any mental bandwidth toward quitting. None. Because things are not going to go your way. Things were not going the Nuggets' way for years. This year, some things didn't go their way, but they kept churning, they kept battling, they kept fighting. And I'm just so proud of the organization as a whole. A lot of those guys, just watching them on stage crying, Jamal Murray, just my grandson, when we went to the game live, he had another appreciation for this man. He said, Papa, I really, really like Jamal Murray. Can you get me his jersey? I said, absolutely. Because he saw something that sparked his dream, sparked his goal, but he doesn't know the backstory of Jamal Murray. He didn't know that the guy tore his knee up 3 years ago, and one of the premier players in the league tore his knee up, had to do this battle and come back, missed like a year and a half. And I think this year is his first really full season back, and it played an amazing role with them winning the title. But he had to persevere. He had to go through some stuff. Guys, here's the thing. You got to go through some stuff to get to some stuff. All right? It's just going to happen. Losing is a part of life. Or guys, coming out on the short end of the stick sometimes. Sometimes you don't always win the game, but how did you fight? Okay? Successful people have at many points, guys, many points throughout the journey, you're going to take some L's, as we like to call it. You're going to get set back. I was in our class today, and Russell Brunson, an amazing businessman, built from scratch, a young guy, 40-some years old, built literally $1 billion company, and he was talking about how there's driven people and there's drifters. And the devil wants to make you a drifter. He wants to keep pulling you back. He wants to keep keeping you into the fold and keep putting these obstacles in front of you. It's kind of like hurdles. They keep putting these obstacles in front of you where you got to keep jumping over them. And some people will get tired and they will quit. Guys, you can't quit. You got to get back up. You got to go again. Remember, failure is not final. Okay? It's only failure when it's final. It's only failure if you quit. It's only failure if you stop and you never keep moving, keep going. I remember when I tore my knee in college, and literally going off the field, and the doctor's telling me, you'll never play football again. And I'm still on the field, leaving the field. This injury, we've never seen it. Tore my ACL, my MCL. You'll never play football again. And I'm sitting there and I'm crying. I'm crying because I can't be with my team. I'm crying because I can't go out there and compete. And him telling me I wouldn't play again, just motivated me, because that's how I'm wired. Dude, I started with nothing. There's nothing you can tell me that's going to tell me I'll be done. I'll play football in the yard with my kids, but you will be wrong. You will not tell me that I can't go and compete ever again, because I will, right? And that's the way you got to be with your business. Sometimes you're going to lose some contracts. Sometimes the person you had lined up to buy this home, if you're a realtor, and they didn't qualify and it's going to go through, or somebody's not going to pay you for some work that you did or something like that. Yeah, that's a part of the game. Just understand this whole thing of this game, this entrepreneurship, this business and sports, they so go together. And we all have these different setbacks. They're just different. Everybody's setback is just slightly different, but just make sure you don't repeat the same mistakes. See, if you prepare better, you'll do better. The obstacles that come with you will have to be better to slow you down. They'll have to be better. There'll be new ways to trip you up. And that's to see. Guys, that's the test. Remember, see, in order to have a testimony, you got to go through the test, right? And so with that, here's what really happens. And I just always believe this. Things are put in your place to see if you really, really want it. Because if you really don't want it, you're going to quit. You're going to stop. You're going to find an excuse to not move forward. That's what you're going to do. The Nuggets didn't do it. All these years of being in basketball, they didn't stop. They kept going. They kept churning. They kept grinding. And to watch those guys hoist that trophy last night, I'm here in Florida. I was with my family here. And I'm just I'm just basically me against the entire bar because we're in Florida. They're playing Miami. So everybody's, Heat fans, except for me and maybe one other guy and my granddaughter, right? We're the only ones. I made her root for the Nuggets, right? But that was it. And I'm telling you, you got to persevere. Stopping is not an option. Quitting is not an option. Keep going, persevere. You're going to make it. I promise you're going to make it. The universe is testing you to see if you wanted it as bad as you said. Because if you want it as bad as you said, you will not stop. You may slow down. You may get tripped up. You may have to get up and dust yourself off. But you better not stop. It's not an option. Okay? Let's go through the last principle, guys. The third principle that I saw all last night. I see it in entrepreneurs all day. I'm in a room. There's about 100 of us in this room right now. All of us paid 6 figures just to be in the room. So I put myself in a room of high achieving entrepreneurs because it motivates me to be a high achieving entrepreneur. Just as well as I did in sports, just as well as the Nuggets did last night, just as well as you can do on your journey, guy. But here's what you got to have. You got to have passion. You got to have some passion. When you have passion for your journey, nothing, in my opinion, will slow you down because your passion is your fuel. You wake up in the morning thinking about that thing that you don't have. You don't think about the thing you do have. You think about the thing you don't have. So you pop out of bed, you're fired up, you're ready to go every single day. Okay, the world's going to throw some obstacles at you, but because you're so excited, you have this vision of where you want to go, you know what you do, you keep going. Okay, the passion and fuel, the amount of passion and fuel that you put into it will actually make you go faster. It'll make you go harder. It'll make those little speed bumps in the road not feel so bad. Okay, it won't feel so bad. Successful people have a passion for success. They have a passion for winning. In sports, we want to just win. Take your business and turn it into a game. Take your sales goals and turn them into a game. How many people does it take you to close a sale if you're in real estate? How many clients do you have to see or talk to before you close the deal? That those things are so important. Turn it into a game. Because here's one thing I know. Everybody loves games. Turn it into a game that you like. Okay? I can tell you right now, guys, those tireless hours that you're going after your goals and in the hardships and the setback, all that stuff is worth it because it's in your DNA. It's a part of who you are. So I can tell you guys, I'm telling you, because when you do what you love and you love what you do, no one can stop you. I don't care who it is. I don't care what it is. I don't care what the situation is. You will not stop because it's something that's in your DNA, something that's in the vision that you created or that you saw that shows you on the top of the hill. It shows you on top of the mountain. It shows you holding the trophy. It shows you, being the champion that you are, getting an award or going up on stage or whatever the case may be that you saw and that you felt and you pictured and envisioned yourself winning or serving people like you can't believe and giving of your heart, your time, and your skills and knowledge. You're giving it. No one can take it away from. I love financial literacy. Love it. With a passion, since I realized that I didn't have to be broke. That's all I saw growing up was lack. And then I realized that you can actually choose. You can choose to get rich. You can choose to get rich. Financially, spiritually, emotionally, relationships. You can choose those things but there's some stuff you're going to have to do. You got to be prepared. You got to understand it's going to be hard. Handle hard better. Love that video, Coach from Duke. Go find that video on YouTube, guys. Handle hard better. I listened to that video a lot because she taught her girls how to handle hard. Because you know what? When you overcome hard, it gets harder. And you know what happens? You overcome that too. You know why? Because you got passion. Guys, so those are the 3 essentials that you can learn from a loser. Again, guys, I want to congratulate the Denver Nuggets. They may never see this, but I remember us winning our first Super Bowl before we won our second Super Bowl. And I can tell you that that feeling you never lose, ever. You never lose it. So for you, on your business journey, as you go out there and you're preparing, or as you go out there, you're impacting the world around you and in the circle that you're in, I can tell you right now, guys, there's nothing like going out on top, going out there and doing the things that you were called to do. Usually that passion is usually followed by the purpose. And at that point, guys, you're free. You're free at that point. So again, thank you guys for coming on. Definitely check out some of our other stuff on our podcast, on our channel, and check it out, guys, because I'm here to serve and here to put out as many fire nuggets as I can. Y'all caught that? Hopefully y'all caught that. But really, I just wanted to, and the video may be a little grainy or whatever, guys. I just threw my laptop up real quick as I'm traveling, but I just had to get this out because there's those three principles, guys: preparation, perseverance, and passion. You already have them. You already built for it. Now go out there and put those things to work. You guys be blessed. Remember, you're just one catch away, guys, from taking your life to a whole nother level. You guys be blessed. Peace.